and welcome back to Friday Family Storytime. It's Miss Stephanie from the library, and I am excited to read some more books with you today. But as always, we have to warm our hands up first, so get them ready, get them stretched out and ready to sing and wave. Are you ready? We wave hello like this. We wave hello like this. With all our friends at Storytime, we wave hello like this. Hello! Well, I picked out 4 brand new books that are super fun and exciting and that I'm ready to share with you. Look at this one. It's called, Roxy, the Last Unisaurus Rex. What does that mean? I see something. Is that a unicorn horn? It's written by Eva Chen and it's illustrated by Matthew Rivera. Unisaurus. Let's see. My name is Roxy, and I'm the absolutely, completely, and totally last Unisaurus Rex in the world. Excuse me? You've never heard of a Unisaurus Rex? Well, it's only the most magical creature in the world. Half dinosaur, half unicorn. Unisaurus. She's cute. And the Rex? Well, my mom was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I got my gorgeous smile from my mom, as well as my extremely healthy appetite and my slight anger issues. Roar! But this glorious mane and this runway-ready prance and this sparkle, it's all from my dad. And you can see a picture of her dad. My teachers tell me how great it is to be one in a million, a singular sensation. But can I tell you a secret? Get a little closer. Closer. Too close? Sometimes it's lonely being one of a kind. At school, the Stegosauruses have seesaw buddies, the pterodactyls get to use a tandem bike, and the Diplodocuses always have tennis partners. But everything's going to change today. I'm on a mission to find a best friend. Hello, my fellow horned friends. Can I join you for lunch? Girl, unless you have 3 horns, you can't sit with us. That's what the Stegosauruses say. Not the Stegosauruses. Triceratops. That's what the Triceratops say. Ooh, are you guys having a race? Can I join you? Hey guys, slow down. I said, hey. They didn't slow down. Well, you look like a friendly bunch. Can I join your squad? Can I get an N? Can I get an O? No. Hi. Oh, never mind. She's not having very much luck. Nobody's being super friendly. Hi. What's that on your head? A horn, of course. What's this wavy stuff? It's my mane. I brush it 16 times a day. You're just too much, Roxy Rex. You'll never be one of us. That's not nice. Where do I belong? Say, you look like you need a friend. Leave me alone. I'm too busy being lonely. I can see that, but, you know, I've never met another dinocorn. A what? A dinocorn? Well, I'm a brontocorn to be specific. My dad's a brontosaurus and my mom's a unicorn. I've never heard of a brontocorn. Really? The first thing you need to know is that we live by a delicious vegetarian diet. I eat lots of leafy greens. Want some kale salad? Can I have a side of steak with that? Brontocorns are calm, gentle creatures. I meditate every day. Where's the rest of your pack? Well, there's only one of me. I am what they call one of a kind. No way, me too! What do you say we start our own pack? After all, we dinocorns have to stick together. What do you say to a game of tennis or the seesaw or a tandem bike ride? I'm so glad to have a friend like you. And there's a little bit of dinosaur information at the end, including Unisaurus Rex and Brontocorn. Well, I'm glad she found a friend. Okay. So, here's a new book called Sharing a Smile, and look, they're wearing masks. It looks like a great book to read. And it's written by, oh, the sticker's covering the name. So let's look inside. Words by Nikki Kramer and pictures by Ashley Evans. Here's the inside title page. The world was changing. Everyone was wearing masks. It wasn't just nurses and doctors, firefighters, or superheroes anymore. We all have to wear masks to help keep everyone safe, Sophie's grandpa explained. Just like the Hara family down the street. Remember, Sophie? They have always worn masks whenever they go outside. Mr. Landon is wearing a mask now, working in his garden. Sophie remembered how she usually helped Mr. Landon water his flowers. Would she need to wear a mask to help him now? The mail carrier, Sammy, too, her grandpa said. Sophie watched Sammy walk by. She thought about putting on a mask to go outside to get the letters. Sammy waved to her like always, but Sophie couldn't see Sammy's smile. Sophie peeked out and saw Ms. Diaz wearing a mask while she admired the butterflies. Jacob and Abigail wore them while riding their bikes. Sophie thought about what fun it could be to ride her bike with them. They looked across the street to Jenny's house. Is Jenny wearing one too? Sophie asked. Sophie waved at Jenny. Jenny waved back. Jenny looks scared, Sophie said to Grandpa. Maybe she is, Grandpa said. It can be hard to be brave when things change. That's why we need our friends to help us. Are you ready to put on your mask and go out, Sophie? Grandpa asked. Not yet, Sophie said, but I have a plan. Because Sophie had an idea. With her grandpa's help, she went to work. Sophie sketched and Grandpa sewed. They worked all day and stayed up late, getting every detail right. The next morning, it was time to surprise their friends with the gifts they had made. Now I'm ready, Sophie said. She and Grandpa put on their masks and stepped outside. Can you guess what they were making? Sophie and Grandpa walked around the neighborhood sharing their gifts. Flowers for Mr. Landon. For Ms. Diaz, a butterfly parade. Bike wheels for Jacob and Abigail. They handed out purple ones, pink ones, yellow and green. Masks that matched everyone's personality. Look, they sewed masks for their friends. A paintbrush for Mr. Hara. A football for Mrs. Hara. And of course, polka dots for Kiku. And one covered in musical notes, perfect for the mail carrier, Sammy. Finally, they got to Jenny's house. Sophie held up the mask they'd made for Jenny, a lion to help her be brave. She knew Jenny couldn't see her smile, but Jenny still smiled back. The whole neighborhood smiled back. Look, even the lion has a little mask. I like that one. It helps us remember that people are smiling behind their masks, and you can do stuff still to help your friends. That's really cool. Okay, I have a short book and a long book. I think I'll save the long book for last and read the short book first. It's called Trouble by Catherine Battersby. Uh-oh. Is it the squirrel that's trouble or that little mouse? What do you think? Look at all these teapots on the end papers. Those are really pretty. Trouble. Let's see. Our new neighbor turned up one day without warning. I don't know where he came from, but I knew just by looking at him, he was trouble. Uh-oh. It's a big bear. Chamomile and I had seen this type before. We could hear him through the shared wall. He was a wild animal. So they're hearing bang, bang, but he's just hanging up his pictures. And growl. They hear growl, but it's just because he hit his thumb with the hammer. And then smash. But it's just because when he hurt himself, he stepped on the coffee table by accident. He had terrible teeth and knife-like claws and huge, horrifying hungers. Is any of that true? Trouble was not to be trusted. Looks like some of that is in their imagination. Trouble wore strange clothes and did strange things. Can you tell what he's doing? He's taking care of his bees. I just ignored him. But it wasn't long before Trouble came knocking. Knock, knock, knock. I knew he was up to no good. Oh, look, he barricaded the door so we can't let him in. Oh, no. He just brought over some honey to share. Trouble lurked around every corner. That's when something horrible happened. Uh-oh, he's trying to help the baby, but his bottom is knocking into some stuff. Trouble attacked. Is he attacking? He's not attacking. He's trying to help. Now I was the wild animal. I had to protect Chamomile, but Trouble followed close behind. Nowhere was safe. So I attacked. So I stacked up and packed up and was ready to leave for good. But where was Chamomile? Next door, Trouble was up to something suspicious. Then I heard, meow. Trouble had Chamomile. He was going to eat her. He would gnash his terrible teeth and slash his knife-like claws and fill his huge, horrifying hunger. I burst in, ready for trouble. And that's when I realized, meow, he wasn't Trouble. I was. Oof, look at all that mess. I wanted to say sorry. I didn't know how. So instead I said, do you drink tea? Well, it turns out that tea and cookies are the perfect pair. Each may be different, but somehow they make the other better. And suddenly you can't imagine life any other way. Could I trouble you for some tea? No trouble at all. And they're having tea and cookies together, which is way better than hating your neighbor. I'm glad they got to know each other so they could spend some time together and share their snacks. Okay, friends, this is the last story. It's called The Three Billy Goats Gruff, the full story, and it's kind of long, but I love to tell the story of Three Billy Goats Gruff, and I really want to read it and know what happens. It's written by Richard Jackson and Catherine Tillotson. So, let's see what is this full story of the Three Billy Goats Gruff. So here are the brothers Gruff. There's Big Billy Goat, Middle Billy Goat, and Little Billy Goat. They are famous because of a loudmouth bully boy under a bridge. Here he is. He's called Troll. The river too. Oops, I missed something. He's called Troll, and he thinks the bridge is his. All this. The rivers too, most likely. Just look at him. Gnarly. Toes curled around stones. Saplings sprouting from his head and neck. And his breath? Whew. Now it happens that our 3 billy goats have chewed and chomped and swallowed up all the mountain grass on their side of the river. Still, they are hungry. Beyond the bridge, over the river, their cousins graze on the mountain opposite, where enough lush grass grows for everyone. The brothers Gruff watch their cousins Gruff munching away, and well, they are envious. They're jealous. They want some of that grass. These cousins are not famous. They are content. They have enough. They want nothing more. Unlike Big Billy, Middle Billy, and Little Billy, who want some of that green grass for themselves. But to get it, they must cross the bridge, and you know who is hiding there, breathing his bilious breath and muttering. Because Troll, too, is hungry. Fed to the teeth, and what teeth! With sticks and mud and green river scum, he longs for a meal of good goat. Imagine his mouth-watery joy when he sees the Gruffs coming his way down their mountain. Little Billy first, then Middle Billy, and Big Billy last. Troll hunkers. And here's trip, trap, trip, trap. That's the sound of Little Billy's shiny, tiny hooves above him. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Who is that tapping on my bridge? Asks Troll. Only I, Little Billy. Little Billy Goat of the Brothers Gruff, says Little Billy, on my way to see my cousins. Please let me pass. Not before I gobble you up, you measly morsel, Troll booms from below. Wait, says Little Billy. My bigger brother Middle Billy is following just behind. He is a mighty meal compared to minuscule me. I'll eat you both, says Troll. I'm that hungry. And he reaches a scaly paw upward through the boards of the bridge, but Little Billy scampers past, just out of Troll's reach. And once across and over the river, Little Billy stops for breath, turns, and hears trip, trap, trip, trap. That's the sound of not so little Middle Billy's medium-sized hooves. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Who is that? Tapping on my bridge, asks Troll. Oh, that voice, like a tornado. Only I, Middle Billy Goat of the Brothers Gruff, Middle Billy says, on my way to join my brother to visit our cousins on the mountain opposite. Kindly let me pass. Not before I gobble you up, says you meaty modicum, Troll booms from below. Wait, says Middle Billy. Our biggest brother, Big Billy, is following just behind. He is a meal-worthy mouthful compared to middling me. I'll eat you and him too, says Troll, his stomach churning something ferocious, and he reaches 2 scaly paws upwards through a board of the bridge. But Middle Billy slides past just out of Troll's long reach. Once across and over the river, Middle Billy stops for breath, spies his little brother ahead, hi-hos, and turns to hear trip, trap, trip, trap. That's the sound of not at all middle-sized Big Billy's huge hooves. Trip, trap, trip, trap. Who's that tapping on my bridge? Asks Troll. That voice again, only worse, like a typhoon. Who do you think, Trolly? It is I, Big Billy Goat of the Brothers Gruff, says Big Billy. On my way to join my brothers and visit our cousins on the mountain opposite. Now let me pass, or what, Billy boy, says Troll. No, please? No, kindly? Well, no, thank you, gruff stuff. And with that, Troll swings his whole scaly self up onto the bridge. I will gobble you up, I will, Troll bellows. Come on then, bully boys. Big Bully rears back, and just look at those 2 old horns. A gander at those 4 huge hooves. Whoa, and then here's the famous part. BB boots Troll sky high into the air where Troll has never ever been before. Right, he hits him with his two horns. Oof-da! Is that his stomach or his mouth? Muttering. Come on, Big Billy says to Brother Little and Brother Middle, and all three skitter up the mountain, join their cousins Gruff, and together share the lush grass as a family. Want to hear, Big Billy says to the cousins, about our troll below? He looks up. Or our troll above? Yes, the cousins say. They all stop chewing. Well, Billy Boy begins. And so it happens that the story is first told. The story, like all stories, of who wants what and do they get it. Big Billy has one answer. Pew! Middle Billy has another even better. Ah! And Little Billy has the best. And you can see the story that he's telling. At last, the cousins Gruff want something. More, they cry. More of that story, please and kindly. And poor Troll, does he want more of that story, or just a little peace and quiet while he once again settles, muttering for his sticks and mud and green river scum? No goats for Troll. And that's the end. I hope you liked that story too. It was super fun to read stories with you today, friends. I'll see you next week. Bye!